Maître Fru, the president said that we have only one fatherland. That is true.
Well, before I answer that question, let me make a comment about what I've just been hearing for the last 10 minutes.
Go on.
I'll start with Professor Nyamji. You have cited all the international conventions that Cameroon has signed. What you forgot is that Cameroon has violated almost all of them. You violated the important Convention on Refugees by going to a sovereign country, carrying refugees and asylum seekers and bringing them to this country to try them so that you can sentence them to death. It's the case of Ayuk Tabe and 9 others. You violated international convention by shooting and killing women and children and old men in the north, in the southern Cameroons. What do you call that? And you talk about independentists. I want to also tell you that we are, the southern Cameroon is not independentist. You had your independence in 1960, Professor. We had ours in 1961. The only difference is that we had to join you. And joining you, we have come to realize that you are people of bad faith. You have destroyed not only yourself, but us. And we're leaving you and leaving you for good. We had our independence in 1961, you had yours in 1960. We are barely restoring that independence that we had, Mr. Professor. We are not independentists in your country. That's the first point. Second point, you should know as a professor that when you violate international conventions, you at the same time violate your national laws, because all the international conventions are superior to your national laws. I'm a lawyer, I'm talking, and you know what I'm talking about. The particular case of the Convention on Refugees, promulgated in 1951 and ratified by Cameroon in 1961, you violated it on the 27th or 26th of January 2018 by going to Nigeria and carrying asylum seekers and also refugees and bringing them here with the complicity of Nigeria to come and try them and sentence them to death. You have turned the military tribunal, which was meant for military men, into your political tribunals. Because everybody now, including people who were just marching on the street, like Professor Kamto and others, you send them to the military tribunal. You send all our people from southern Cameroons that you think that they have done something wrong to you, you send them to military tribunal. We have more than 2,500 southern Cameroonians in detention, Professor. And because you violated the African Charter of Human Rights, which says that no civilian, I repeat, no civilian should be tried in the military court. And you are trying all civilians now in the military court. What do you call that? To whom are you teaching these lessons? And I'll go to Madame Com as a diplomat. As a diplomat, you should know, Madame, that when you violate human rights with impunity, you create humanitarian disaster with impunity in any part of the world, your sovereignty is out of the window, Madame. Because the world is a global village. You as a diplomat, I don't know which year you were trained as a diplomat, because you have been you are looking like the same age with me. It means that you have done your diplomacy a long time ago. So you should know that the present diplomacy, humanitarian law, preys on your sovereignty. Look at what you have done to the Northwest and Southwest. You've destroyed all the villages. You have killed more than 10,000 people. You have killed women, children, and old people. You have burnt villages. 215 villages have been burnt, Madam. And you come and sit here. But when you started here, I made a statement. And let me repeat myself. One person you are president, and one party, the CPDM, you have destroyed this beautiful country, which we from the Southern Cameroons came in with good faith so that we build a beautiful country. And we have, and you have been taking our resources for 57 years, and you could not build that country that will join you. What did you do? You decided to cancel the federation that we agreed before we came in, and now you are killing us because you want to destroy all the population of the Southern Cameroon so that you can take the petroleum. I want to inform you that we will fight to the last man standing, and I will see how you will get there. And to answer the question,
yes.
Listen, Mr. Biya is like somebody who is drowning. He is drowning. And when somebody is drowning, you throw a rope for him to catch and see how he can come out. I don't know whether he is giving now his will to you Cameroonians, because I'm not. It doesn't concern me. I'm a Southern Cameroonian Ambazonia. He is talking to you Cameroonians, and since I'm a political observer, I would like to comment on that. This man is giving his last testimony. 37 years and 86 years old. 37 years in power. Even Professor Nnamdi will agree with me that it's time for him to go. Everybody has told him to go, and he now sees that the pressure on him has become so much that he has to be writing his will to the Cameroonian people. Where was he 37 years ago? Where was he? He now takes less than 5 days and comes out with about 20 tweets begging. He's begging who? Maybe he's begging you people. We are finished with you. Because we came here in good faith. We made sure that the resources that we had, you took them. You made yourself, you made all the money you want to. You took everything. You took CDC, took palm oil, took the crude oil, took everything, and we didn't complain for 57 years, madam. And today, you can sit and say that Cameroon can solve its problems. For 3 years, have you been able to solve the problem of the civil war in Southern Cameroon? Have you? You declared that war against us, and we are defending it, and we'll defend to the last man standing. Look, Mr. Biya has come to the end of the road. That's why he's making those tweets. He's come to the end of the road. Cameroonians like to pretend. I don't know whether we'll have a population or we'll have people. Because in other countries, I like to quote Alpha Condé, the president of Guinea-Conakry, who said that he doesn't understand Cameroon anymore. The Cameroon army, which is supposed to be a Republican army, has been reduced to the militia of Mr. Biya. Mr. Biya does anything with the army. He sends the army to go and destroy a part of the country. He takes the military tribunal and transforms it into the military court, and into a political court, so that civilians are being tried dead in violation, Mr. Nnamdi, Professor Nnamdi, in violation of international law. Where are we? Mr. Biya, I'm calling on you before you step out, before you go. That is, if you want to, withdraw the troops from the Northwest and Southwest. Release everybody whom you have put in prison, and that is including our President Ayuk Tabe and 9 others, and all the other English-speaking people, including Professor Kamto, who won the election of 2018. And you stole it. Instead of sitting quiet, you didn't only steal it, you catch him now and put in prison, and you want to try him in the military tribunal. Release everybody. Come to the negotiating table. If you cannot come to the negotiating table, maybe the next president will come to the negotiating table. But for now, if you want to go in peace, withdraw the troops, release everybody, and then you can go and then the next president will negotiate with us. And we're negotiating all the terms of separation. You should understand that. The matter has ended, Mr. Biya. I'm sending this message to you. The matter has ended. Thank you very much.